Well, I mean, obviously the season's, been up and down, a lot of ups, but, that first big downer with Anaheim and then again was at Daytona and it's just, it takes a lot of work to, recover from those. I had to, basically win 7 races in a row to get the points lead, and then I lost 2 races in a row and lost the points lead and was down by 11 and was trying to come back and then lost St. Louis, and then finally last weekend, everything kind of, luck turned a little bit, and I was able to get second, and Chad finished kind of back, and for me, the season's still far from over. I got a lot of work to do, and I'm just excited about being back in the points lead. Obviously, grass start, went in, hit the front brakes, I fell. Before I even knew it, I think anybody around a motorcycle can tell, it just happened. And I think, you just go on the internet and you can find out what happens. I mean, everybody kind of knows what's going on. They know what happens, so just read the internet, they'll tell you.
Everybody's an expert?
Everybody's an expert. Bullet Head at Daytona. No, I think I raced Bullet Head before. I don't know what track. I'm pretty sure. I mean, there's no all those crashes I had. There's no way I couldn't race Bullet Head before. Villapoto's done it more than I have, though. Well, the cool part about my deal all year has been one thing, and that's been trying to, win races and get on the podium. So for me, nothing's changed. I can't go into Salt Lake thinking any different from what I had. I don't have to change, going into it. I still have to try to win races. I still have to be smart, try to get on the podium. So, it's not like I've been in a points lead where I can, have a cushion. I think my mentality is going to be the same, and for me, I think it's going to help. I think I've been riding really good since Houston. That's when I really felt like I started riding really good, and it's been a couple races here and there, where things happen, but at the end of the day, I felt like I've still been there, and I still been fast enough to try to win some races. Salt Lake is going to be a fun track. I like that track. I liked it when we raced there on 125s and stuff. I have a very special memory there that I can't share with everybody from Salt Lake. And I like Vegas too. I think Vegas this year looks like it's going down to the wire. So I don't mind the next 2 tracks. I got through Daytona and a few other tracks that I didn't think that was all that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't, the neck grab part, I think, I mean, you guys saw the tapes. It is what it is, so it's a neck grab. He choked me. Assault, Yeah, no, it was all good. At the end of the day, emotions run high. I understand, where he was coming from. He just, lost the race. He was upset, but, I don't think, I guess we're 2 different people, so we'll see. Yeah, my team's been really, really good. We had it's been weird because, we came over, I came from Kawasaki, and obviously these guys have been together for a while, and, they didn't know me, and obviously I didn't know them, and, I think for me it's been a real easy transition. Everybody's been really cool, and unfortunately we had, 2 good races when we started. And at Bercy and U.S. Open, we won those 2, and then we went to Anaheim. And the biggest difference that I've seen between these guys and everybody else is that they never changed. The attitude or anything like that never changed at the Anaheim. I did throw my helmet at them, but that was after frustration. But we came back to the test track, we started working, and I think that's the cool part. And if we happen to maybe win this thing, that's what's going to make it so special. Because I think this year I've grown a lot, with these guys, and you know, I got a lot of respect for them. I think they have a lot of respect for me, and you know, the season hasn't been a cakewalk. You know, anytime if there was going to be something where somebody cracked or somebody showed their true colors, it would have been this season. And so far, these guys have been genuine, and they know I give it 100% every time I go out too. Well, I think you know, Larry's a very passionate guy, and you know, it's really cool. You know, as far as a rider, you know, I don't think there's any rider that could go tell you they don't like Larry Brooks as far as, you know, when they're working on. When you don't work, when you hate him, because he goes out his way, you know, for his other guys. You know, he's real committed. And I think, you know, the backlash that Larry gets is just the people that don't like me. You know, I'll be first to tell. I tell Larry all the time, I'm sorry, because, you know, guys that are saying stuff about you just don't like me. And you know, I'm old enough to, you know, deal with that. It doesn't bother me, but I think it's cool. And, you know, I think he really tries to give insight to people. He really tries to show, you know, what's on the other side. Just like that whole TV thing. You know, if he would have never said anything, you would have never even known that happened. And I think people want the truth. You know, I always say it's just like, you know, if you see a car accident, you know, you see the red sheets over there, and, you know, you see red stains on the white sheets. You want to see it, but you really don't want to see what happens. And I think, you know, when Larry gives his insight, you know, people want to hear it, but they really don't want to hear it. No, I mean, it back in the day it used to bother me, but, you know, now, you know, I feel like I do everything right. You know, I mean, not right. I do everything as best as I can. I believe that, you know, I stand for a good thing. You know, I try my best, and, you know, a lot of people, and my autograph lines only got bigger over the years, and I think I could really care less, you know, what people think. You know, the only time I ever got bummed was when they started talking about my team. You know, I can handle the criticism. You know, I can deal with that. When you start talking about other people because of me, I think that's just cowardless. And I think it's easy to type behind the computer and not show your face. So at the end of the day, you know, those people don't even bother me. They're not even a thought in my head. Well, I'm going to buy my team some chicken sandwiches. Only Larry knows what that means. Right. And well, yeah, well, Larry covered the chicken sandwich. I'll get the fries and the Coke.